Hello, Movie Kid here, and I've decided to branch out my, what's the word called? I figured I'd review some games, because according to people, games are, a lot of people review games. I figured I'll start doing the same thing, so I'll have a bunch of game reviews in the future. Also, I'd like to thank the viewers. I have 3 views on my most recent video in probably the quickest amount of time recently. So I'm very impressed. According to my YouTube app manager thing, it's like the number 1 out of 10, like the number of views. Now, I've had a ton of views early on, but that was my most in a while straight away. So I was very impressed. So yeah, so I decided I would start making the videos. I was gonna wait till the next day to make the video, but I'm like, I'll make it now. I'm not gonna release it till tomorrow, but I'm just happy. Oh boy, that was not good. I should have burped on the camera. We're going to begin with Wii games, because that was like the first big thing. I had a Wii. I played a bunch of Wii games, and I'm going to begin with reviewing them. I wouldn't like to get to a big like review, big like time number, because I'm trying to keep these in higher rank. But not all these games I have a lot of thoughts on, so we'll just start with one, and we'll see how far it takes. I'll try to go in detail what I like about the game, what I didn't like, so this video becomes a longer one. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of these, so that's what's probably be coming out, with still a movie review here and there. It might be mostly games for the future. First, we'll start with Guilty Party for the Wii. Now, it's like a mystery kind of game, where you pick a mystery person and you do like puzzles. And it's a Disney game, and it's not based on any property or anything. It was a lot of fun. Use some mini games, you have to solve the puzzles, and halfway through the game, they kind of change the way you like it. What's the word? You uh identify the guilty party, and it didn't work well. I was a little when I first saw it. I'm like, this really doesn't seem like it worked too well. But once I kind of feeling it out and got a hang of it, it certainly is a good system. Yeah, so I had a ton of fun. I always picked the Kid Riddle because he was always my character that I always used when I played the main story of the game. No, I wouldn't say the game is hard, but I'm pretty sure there are like difficulty levels that can take it up a notch. I mean, I don't think it's not a particularly long game, and probably for the Wii now, it's probably quite cheap. It's not particularly. It probably wasn't even that expensive when it came out. I don't really remember any of that stuff, but it's certainly. I had a ton of fun, and I played a bunch of like just a fun basic levels. There's like 10 levels. There aren't very many, and they go by quite fast. But there is a lot of like extra content. The main story is good. They got some fun like animated cutscenes, and the voice acting is good. So I don't really have any problem with the game at all. I think I'll do another Wii game. Always tell this Movie Kid reviews Wii games, some Wii games. So next up, I will be reviewing Smooth Moves. It's a Wario party game, and it's a particular. Oh, I'm just laughing. And it's a well-made party game. You will use a Wii remote to do various different activity challenges, and there are quite a few levels. What I don't like is how long it takes you to actually unlock multiplayer. You have to actually beat the game, then unlock multiplayer, which I don't know. I understand that's like a chance to experience it, but I feel like you wait a long time to actually do multiplayer. It's not particularly hard. I mean, for me, the couple mini games, they're like particularly like boss levels are particularly tricky. That kind of gave me trouble beating the game. And what I what I didn't like, this is the one little tiny nitpick, and I know I complain sometimes about people nitpicking, but they have one end of the world level which where you use like the nunchuck, and I feel like they could have integrated more nunchuck into the game since they know they had access to it. So that kind of affected it for me, but otherwise, it's certainly a fun game. I feel like I'm just reviewing games that I like. I don't have anything negative to say about it. But I'm trying to think other games, maybe ones that I can give a little more critical view on. Actually, I do have an idea, but I think I want to make that a whole other video where I do some ranting or something. But yeah, that'll be soon, because that one's gonna be a fun long rant, and I'll probably combine some other things into separate videos because they're worth their own thing. So I'm just gonna end it here. Bye, peace.